Whole situation, just summarizing what it means for AACRI and yourself with the coffee business. Just summarizing, you want to add something on it? This was one of the questions. And how is the actual situation of the coffee growers in detail? Looking to a certain coffee farmer who is getting his income from coffee growing.
Okay, well, I think a coffee production is a really hope for the people in Inter. In different manners. First of all, we have all the conditions, good conditions to produce best quality coffee. We have the altitude, good altitude, where especially the coffee growing area are between 800 and 2,000 meters above sea level. We have good weather, especially period of rain, good for the production. So we have conditions to have a good production of coffee. On the other hand, the coffee production in Inter are very sustainable because it's made it under the shade of trees, of native trees, and associated with fruits, with crops, with different kind of crops, with wood trees, and it's a very biodiverse cultivation crop, and it helps the people not just to get money from the coffee, but there's a good amount of food they can have from the plantation, and even in the near future, the production of wood, timber, trees could become another income for the growers, and also we can become the coffee production in Inter could become a main economy, how you say, like a pillar of the economy of Inter. And can compete with other things that people are producing, but especially it can compete with the mining possibilities that could destroy our livelihood. So we're very hope that the coffee production could be successful for us, and I think we should maintain and keep the contact with importers of coffee like Quijote Kaffee and others. We have relations in Japan and in the US, and even in this world of the direct market. We are not expecting to have so huge amounts of coffee, but in this market I think we can continue selling our coffee and having a stretch relationship, good for all of the chain.
Okay, that's close to the last question. Which perspective for the future do you think exists for AACRI with the coffee? You already mentioned a lot of things. And how could we, as Intergv und Freundeskreis and Quijote Kaffee, support you in your different development strategy, and also maybe the consumers of the Inter coffee? So, maybe some hints for us what we could do.
Well, I think we are stretching the relationship between Inter peoples and you, and Intergv and Quijote and all others groups that are trying to help the struggle of the Inter people. You know that there is not a local struggle against mining, because it's the possibility to build a different way of development for the world even. We are not in a normal situation. We have passed the limits of the nature, and I think it's not needed anymore, this development model based on natural resources, extracting minerals or oil. You know, we have passed the peak of most of these materials, and the world and the planet is not able to support more aggression. And I think what the people in Inter are doing, they're doing it not just for their own, but I think it's a war struggle against this model. And I think if we can continue discussing and getting in touch and have information between each other, there are more things that are coming to work together, especially, for example, around the Inter project. There are lots of things to do to make some marketing or some discussions about this kind of project and try to attract investors or people that want to get involved in this kind of projects, sustainable projects. And around these are other things that people can help us, can become partner of us in this situation. So let's try to get in contact.
Okay.
And so on.
Thank you very much. Just yeah, if you want to add something on, you can do it now. If not, yeah, very.
No, I just want to say thank to you and to all the people here in Germany. I really feel good. I think that that this is I know it's like an example of the things are changing, that the world is changing. Years ago, I think you cannot find people doing these kind of things, approaching to the third world, approaching to the people of the countryside, and trying to make a jump in the normally. The cooperation between North and South was just giving money into the how can I say, the cooperation model between agencies from the North and from the developed countries, and giving assistance to the small countries, to the developing countries. But I think this is not the way, because it creates something like a dependence relation between the small and the big, and I think things have changed, and now we can see that it's the same level relation, and we can how can I say, we can make our way in the same situation than yours, and we can to share things to create this new world, to happen this. So I'm very appreciate what you're doing, and I hope it will continue.
Yeah, we also hope that we can keep in contact and support you from Germany. And thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.